WAHALA. See what fearless Bishop Kuka exposed about Tinubu's presidents. Others that raised concern. WAHALA don't land though. A bishop of the Sokoto Diocese has raised and exposed concerns concerning Tinubu's presidents. Good day, my people. How are day? How's everything? We have another story for you today, and the story goes thus. The Catholic Archbishop of Sokoto Diocese, Bishop Matthew Kuka, has raised concerns over what he termed the accidental emergence of several Nigerian leaders, including current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his predecessors. Muhammadu Buhari, Muhammad Buhari. He made his comments during the inauguration of the Start Right School facility and the 4th Amaka Ndoma Egba Memorial Lecture in Abuja on Sunday. Bishop Kuka criticized Nigeria's leadership trajectory, stating that many of the country's past presidents rose to power unexpectedly and without adequate preparation for governance. He noted, examining Nigeria's leadership trajectory reveals that most of those who ascended to power did so unexpectedly. President Tinubu, while asserting his preparedness for leadership, is visibly encountering difficulties. The nation remains in search of stable directions. Kuka traced this pattern back through Nigerians' recent history, explaining that Buhari, Tinubu's immediate predecessor, also lacked effective engagement during his tenure. He highlighted that Goodluck Jonathan, who served before Buhari, ascended to the presidency due to unforeseen circumstances following the death of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. Jonathan himself had not initially aspired to the presidency, but Bishop Kuka further elaborated on the unexpected rise of early leaders, including Olusegun Obasanjo, who was released from prison to assume the presidency, and Ernest Shonekan, a corporate leader unexpectedly thrust into governance. These examples, according to Kuka, underscore a recurring issue of inadequate leadership preparation. He emphasized that this pattern has hindered Nigerian progress, leaving the nation grappling with the absence of a deliberate visionary leadership structure. The bishop's remark also reflects broader concern about governance in Nigeria. He has been a vocal critic of past administrations, including Buhari's government, which he described as plagued by corruption and nepotism. Kuka has previously called on Tinubu's administration to move beyond superficial policies like palliatives and focus on substantive governance to address the country's numerous challenges. These comments have reignited discussions on Nigeria's leadership crisis, as many citizens and political analysts call for systemic reforms to ensure that future leaders are better prepared and genuinely committed to the nation's development. My people, now don't see them now. Wetin dey happen? What the bishop has said concerning Tinubu's presidents and how most of them did not earn their place in the presidential seats. Yes, and how some of them were just thrust into governance without any form of preparation. Just put them inside president seats. No form of preparation whatsoever. Aside that, let us also watch the video and see.
Every week, Victory Onyekaba travels 15 kilometers to this rural market to shop for food. Each time she's here, she says prices keep going up. She got back home at midday to prepare a meal. Not lunch, but dinner. Her family will have to skip lunch in order to afford dinner.
I used to buy meat for 2,300 naira a kilo. Now a kilo is 6,500. Now people don't go for a balanced diet anymore, as long as the stomach is filled.
Nigerians are going through tough economic challenges as the cost of goods and services soars. Even petrol, which the country has in abundance, is now too expensive for many. The economy is largely dependent on petrol, so the prices of petrol will affect the price of bread in the market, to affect the price of rice, to affect the price of wheat. The bakeries will suffer. The textile industries will suffer. So why don't you subsidize the economy instead of subsidizing politicians? Twice this year, Nigerians took to the streets to protest against the rising cost of living triggered by the high price of petrol. Since the last demonstration in July, prices have risen by 65%. We've come to one of the petrol stations on the outskirts of the capital, Abuja. The price here is 73 cents a litre. It's higher in other parts of the country. This price determines what happens to nearly all the cost of goods and services in the country, especially foodstuff. The rising prices have deepened Nigeria's cost of living crisis. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took office in May 2023, he announced an end to the country's wasteful fuel subsidy regime as part of a broader economic reform. But some say those reforms are the cause of the pains Nigerians endure today. Officials say the measures are necessary to grow the economy.
These reforms take some time. They need to go through some formulation and then and execution. And they are not things that you can just get off the shelf.
The situation is made worse by a weak currency. The World Bank recently listed the Naira as one of Africa's worst performing currencies, losing its value by more than 100%. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera, Abuja.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.
But I don't see him now, I don't hear him. I don't see and hear. Well, that's all we have for you today. Yes, thank you so much for always tuning in to view, listen, and watch. God bless you and have a lovely day ahead. Bye.